Perhaps something went wrong with mine. Perhaps, maybe I'm meant to stay like this forever. And perhaps only time will tell.
It's so warm. An enthralling gift, a cure, a weapon. By the ancients, power, mistrust, the elixir wells, ripping apart elixir and blood. An unforeseen curse. The shroud, ancient humans forged the Flameborn. Oh,
Where am I? What was that? This morning was anything but expected. The warm cocoon I found myself waking in felt like an embrace of a loved one, but as I gazed around me, I couldn't shake off the feeling that this may well have been my tomb. I've no clue how long I had slumbered, but to my surprise, as I was leaving the sanctum, the flame before me spoke. While I nearly jumped out of my skin, part of me felt this to be familiar. I just can't quite describe how. It scolded me for slumbering too long. Not that I had any control over that, but at least I now know where I am. This place is called Imbervale. Or at least it had been. It's been consumed by something called the Shroud. And I'm starting to get the feeling that my calling is something larger than I can even recall. The sights of this area take my breath away in both of awe and of ache. Nature is mostly thriving, and it's full of so much life, but I can't help but see these ruins. All around me, it's deafeningly quiet. The stones tell the story of times passing, and it's like my heart is aware that I should know this place. It's heavy, with a grief that my mind doesn't comprehend. As I looked around the ruins today, I couldn't help but imagine this place filled with laughter and life, instead of the sad bones that remain. What a sight it must have been. I look out to the shroud and feel a cold seep into my bones. I think I'll keep the fire going tonight. I figure, with the uncertainty that is to come, I should keep this journal for posterity's sake. Sleep last night was rough. I kept jumping at every little sound, and it may just be an effect of loneliness, but I feel as though the ruins are speaking to me. And it may just be that I really am mad, but I feel the urge to fix their broken voices. I went ahead and built the flame altar that was asked of me. The warmth and the lights that emanated from it filled my soul with a lightness that carried my limbs straight into action. While my craftsmanship is certainly nothing compared to what had been before, I swear I could feel the old foundation sighing in thanks to be given purpose once more. I've been smiling since. It felt good to use my hands for this. Even though my mind is still cloudy, I did something worthwhile. I'm marking this occasion as a small victory, and tonight I'll sleep so soundly. You know, it's so hard to look out to something so beautiful and know that it might be the very thing that kills me one day, just as it has done so many others. How could something that looks so beautiful be so deadly? My mind felt the clearest it's felt so far this morning. Having the protection of these stones did a wonder for a night's rest. The flame reached out to me again as I was setting out to explore my surroundings, and I can barely contain my excitement. There's another survivor out there. I'm not so alone after all. I got a vague image in my mind from the flame of where they are, so I'm going to set out to scout my route. No, the bridge is out. Damn it all. That means the Fell-Plagued Gorge is my only option now. I'm not gonna lie, my blood chills at the thought of having to go in there for long. My mind keeps playing flashes of a memory? Of the shroud and corpses. I really don't want to have to go in there. Scouting further led me to notes from a Captain Arkwright. I had rushed back to the sanctum when his notes mentioned that they'd been protecting us. How could I have not realized that there may have been more with me? I couldn't figure out how to awaken them, though. And where are the others? Are they awake? Taken? Killed? The desperation I feel in every fiber of my being. I really am so very alone. I must find this other survivor. Well, my small clothes aren't going to cut it for this trek. The gashes from the fell I received when I was testing the nearby shroud are still stinging, and happened way too easily. Even some cloth would be better than this. I'll need to make some before setting out in the morning. I took to preparing the best I could, but my mind keeps circling back to the captain. Hold the chamber till your last breath were the words the ancient laid upon him, and he had done so. Had I known him, his crew? Had I shaken the man's hand, or was he someone who did his duty without he ever even meeting us? To know they doomed themselves with the bridge just to protect us. I must push on through this sadness. The shroud's pressure upon my skin added to the ominous feeling of danger lurking all around. I don't think I will ever be able to breathe clearly again. The air down there is stifling, and then when something moves or one of the mini spore plants release, it just clings. It's been hours, and I swear I still feel the sticky air in my lungs. The warmth of the flame within me burned hotter as I had traversed. I can last some time in there, it seems, but as I fought and journeyed on, I could feel the shroud fighting against me with every step I took. I think it's only a matter of time before my body would give way. Making it to the other side was a relief, and I can see the other sanctum in sight. Scavs. I don't know how they were still here, but I made them pay. For Captain Arkwright and his men. My heart is once again heavy, thinking of a man and company I may never have even met, and with a gratitude that I can never repay. But at least with this, I hope they can find peace. I've been pondering over all the notes I've found, especially from a man named Balthazar. Apparently, he was the mind behind the cocoon, the cinder vessels, the last hope for civilization. I wonder what led to me being chosen to get into one. Who even was I? What did I do? And how many of these vaults even are there? With the state that this one's in, I'm just hoping the survivor's still alive. He's alive. A gruff man by the name of Oswald. Weak and puny, he called me. I swear my cheeks are still red from the embarrassment. Not that he's wrong, but still stung a bit worse than my injuries. Honestly, though, just to hear another voice nearly brought tears to my eyes. I'm not so alone after all. He's really not wrong about needing better equipment, though. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm glad I fixed this place up before I brought him here. He's still sleeping in, so I'll let him rest till I get back. The flame murmured to me again as well. It's pleased with me, and has revealed that there's even more survivors out there. While my heart races at the possibilities ahead, there's something I must do first.